All right, good evening, guys. Welcome back. I'd take a couple days off. I kind of screwed up my finger here. Got it cut pretty bad when I was working on the house the other day and had to go to the emergency room and get it stitched up. Passed out during the process, and yeah, it was a long day. So, getting back into things and got some interesting stuff to talk about. Just gonna look over the news today, because normally I don't do this. I know a lot of the other content creators cover all this kind of stuff, but you know me, I'm pretty low key. Just kind of enjoying myself, doing whatever, kind of taking it easy. But they announced some interesting stuff in the latest post. So I'm sure you've all seen it or heard about it. We have the Miss Marvel Blitz going right now. I just want to make one comment on that over here. The difference between top 10% and 25% is only 2 gold orbs and 10 shards, not a big deal. The difference between 10% and 1500 is only 1 gold orb and 50 Miss Marvel shards. So if you don't need Miss Marvel shards, like personally I don't, I only need about 30 or 26 left to finish her. I'm just going for the 10%. However, because it's Gold Blitz, I think people might be a little crazy about this just because, gold and the last one we had, when, I don't know, it must have been like a year ago, it feels like. People just went nuts on the scores on those. So I know everybody's predicting about 1.2 to 1.5 million for top 10%, but I would feel comfortable at least 1.6 to 1.8, I think is more likely to be top 10% just because I think people might go crazy for this. So just say watch out for that. That's all. Nothing too important there. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I just opened 25 gold orbs and I think I got an average of like 175k per an orb. So that was pretty good, but it was mostly skewed by that 1 million drop I got. But in any case, the biggest thing I saw in here, they're bringing Black Panther raids, whatever. But Red Star, Elite Red Star Orb update. And this is really awesome. I think this is probably the biggest announcement they've made to date. I don't think anyone was expecting this so soon. I know a lot of people have made suggestions on Reddit and in videos, and content creators and whatnot have all had their own ideas for Red Star rework, and it sounds like they're kind of just turning Elite Red Star duplicates into their own currency, which will have even better rewards for those orbs that they turn into. It's not 100% clear yet, but at least that's what it seems like, and that to me is huge. The main thing, though, is that they are retroactive, is something that Cerebro said on the Reddit page somewhere. I forget where exactly. I was trying to find it earlier. I read it before. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, retroactive compensation based on that info. So, why that's really important. I've been saving a couple of elite orbs because I'm waiting for the Wakanda people to get out of the cycle, and then I'm going to pull them because if you get dupes now, you'll get the elite red star orb fragments for them. But when they do launch this new system, you should also get the elite red star orb duplicate new currency whenever they pass that out. So to me, I think if you hold on to them until the rework, you're going to be missing out on some extra elite orb frags that you could potentially get, or maybe you get a decent character and it doesn't really matter. But I just wanted to make people aware of that. I don't think anybody's really talked about that, but definitely don't hang on to them until the rework happens, or you'll be missing out on potentially part of another elite orb. So I think that's important at least. We'll see how it's done and if they don't screw it up. Nobody's usually very optimistic about these things, and for good reason. So we'll see how it goes. But I think that's huge. The other thing I thought was interesting, I noticed over on Casino's Discord, their leak recap from his stream. They're talking about Coulson not being a campaign event. Speculation is it's going to be a Blitz unlock. X-Men characters obviously coming. I think everybody knows Dark Phoenix is coming out in, I believe it's June or July, sometime this summer. But there'll definitely be some X-Men character stuff stuff for that. It's a huge area that they can expand into because I mean X-Men have such a deep roster of great characters, interesting people, and they do a lot of different things too. So for a game like this, there's definitely a lot of creativity that could be used to create those characters and add them into the system without just reworking, old mechanics that have already been used with all their other characters. So I'm hoping to see some variety there. I really like a lot of the X-Men. Grew up on that 90s, X-Men cartoon TV show. Watched that every Saturday, and so that was what really got me into X-Men when I was like 8 years old. So I'm excited to see them. I think that'll be fun. I think it's no surprise. Everybody knows mystery support coming is going to be rescue, or at least unless something changes. That's what everybody's speculating. Definitely going to be something to do with power armor, and so that would fit right in with the Iron Man War Machine and Falcon releases, and it makes sense because of recent happenings in the MCU. So her special, she'll give regen, and basic might give slow. Who knows? We'll see. All this stuff is really just kind of wishy-washy right now until they finalize it and put it on the test server for somebody to leak. Alt clears debuffs, which is kind of cool. We do need some more mass dispel and mass buff removal from enemies because buffs are just the meta right now. There's so many buffs you got to worry about, and it's really just a game of trying to prevent or um, put buffs on your guys. It's just that's what the game has become. And apparently, Spider-Man characters will be coming in the future. I don't know why. I guess there's another Spider-Man movie or TV show coming out, but beats me. And then the new legendary character is most likely going to be Dark Phoenix because the movie Dark Phoenix is coming out. So congrats, you can get your, 7-star Sansa Stark. Should be pretty cool. We'll see. It could suck too. Who knows? Uh, we'll see. It really just depends on how they drop her. So the one thing they did say is that the new legendary tag will needs a tag or will need characters with a tag that's not currently in the game. So I have no idea what that's going to be. Um, I'll have to keep an eye on that and just see what happens. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on. I'm just chilling, pushing real hard for my tier 13 still. I just got to 12 adamantium, and I'm really questioning whether or not I want to take up Marvel or Mystique to 13 potentially, or save them for Ultron, who is apparently incredible. Um, Really close on Groot or Drax. I'm not certain which one of these two I'm going to take to tier 13, but they are really close. Both of them are just one piece away, basically, to tier 13. And it's just the spores I need, and I haven't made up my mind on which one I want to bring to Dark Dimension or Fear the Darkness. And then Minerva, I realized I've also got another bottleneck here with these resistance catalysts down here because both her and Fury and Star-Lord all need them. I have 98. I need 60 per character. So definitely Minerva takes precedence over Fury and Star-Lord. But one thing I thought was really interesting is, certain characters really don't need that much to go to tier 13. So if you're looking at like something like Fury, he needs one, two oranges, and then his unique piece, and then the other three are all purples. So that's pretty low on the amount of resources you have to do to get to him to 13. And then the other cool thing is his special unique item is really only for him and I think one other character. Yeah, Shield Medic. And granted, Shield Medic's pretty solid to have in as a healer. But certain characters just don't require a whole lot to get to tier 13. Like for instance, Star-Lord, he takes 3 yellow items plus his unique, so that's 4 total. Um, Other ones like Juggernaut, he took he takes 5 yellows, right? Yeah, because that one's yellow, and then this one is a blue for some reason, which is kind of weird at tier 12. But it's just kind of funny to see like certain characters, like Drax needs 3 yellow or 4 yellows, but that does mean that you need fewer of the gold mats to get them up. So that's just something interesting to think about if you're trying to plan ahead for your resource management for getting to tier 13. Some characters may not be as taxing on you as far as the gold gear goes, so you may want to consider looking into that. Minerva is, of course, 5 yellows, so she is very expensive to get to tier 13, but she is apparently well worth it. So I am prioritizing her over everything else, but I need a hell of a lot more of these stupid flaming meatballs, and that's my biggest bottleneck right now, which I'm tracking down here. She still needs 32 more, and then this one is yeah, that's the so I need another what is it, 26 or no, 22 to finish her off, and I only get like a couple a day from the store. So I may have to start buying those with war credits. We'll see. But that's my biggest bottleneck right now, and that's what I'm sitting on. But I'm feeling pretty good. I got a bunch of tier 13s yesterday. I got another one for Star Lord, another one for Minerva the other night. I got a couple more for Shield, although none of these guys are tier 12 right now, so I don't know if I'm going to pick one of them to take to tier 12 anytime soon. Although I understand shield security is a pretty solid choice, especially if I get Fury up. So I may do that. I may try to get two teams of 5 for Fear of the Darkness if I can get the right uniques to drop. So Juggernaut's almost there. Thanos, he's really close. I need 4 more Palladiums because I've been getting those a lot. So I already got Rocket, his 12. Now Thanos is going to be my next guy for the Palladium. So that's a pretty solid drop. So I'm pushing for those, and then anything else, the vibranium, I was thinking I can get Quake or Cap up potentially, and if I've got or Captain Marvel up, then maybe I do want to get Captain America to go with her. That plus, Fury and Shield Security, and I don't know, one more thing could be a pretty solid team for doing some damage and crowd control. So we'll see. I got a lot of options. Just kind of depends on the random number generator and what it happens to give me each day, and we'll just see how it goes. But I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're doing better than my finger. It still fucking hurts real bad. Uh, even though I'm taking like this T3 Tylenol shit, and yeah. So, man, it does not feel good. But anyways, take care, guys. I'll catch you later.